Hi, dear friends. This is Wasima. Hope all is well for you, and I am so happy to join you today. It has been a long time I didn't do a video, so today I gathered so many things to share with you, and I didn't organize them really, but I hope you can cope with me and you can have a good time. We can have a good time together. So this summer I have been playing with many decks. I received many decks. I created many decks. I'm gonna maybe cut this videos or make a series of videos so that I can share with you the decks I have received. Some I have played with, some not yet. The decks I have created, and so on. So the first thing I wanted to share, or I feel like I want to share with you, is that we have created a challenge for people who suffer from chronic disease or from any problematic. We have created a specific challenge for 16 days and we started it. We are on the 6th day. If you want to find re-enchantment in life, whatever the situation you are living, please join us for that challenge or download it on the link I leave below, and you can do it with your own rhythm, or you can join us in our Facebook group, Study Your Tarot Deck in 21 Days, to help with the prompts and share your prompts. This challenge was inspired to me by a member of the Facebook group who told me about the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. The creator, Poppy Palin, suffers also from some physical condition, and I was really invited to use her deck and maybe promote her deck, because it's a way also to help her financially with her situation. So you are invited to use it. If you don't have it, you can use any other deck for this specific challenge to cope with any situation or chronic disease you have, chronic situation, and trying to find re-enchantment back into your life. So this is the first thing. Then this summer has been really busy for me, transformative in many ways. Many events happened, and at the same time I have launched 3 decks or 4 decks since the beginning of spring, summer. And one of the decks that has been helping me a lot is Become an Oracle. It's a deck that I have created because I work with many spirit allies. I work with many beings like angels and so on. And I wanted to find them in an oracle deck that I can call them for help easily, and also do some spreads, healing spreads with them. So this oracle deck, was manifestation of that desire to connect more with them and to call them for any healing session, etc. And I have created this companion book that can be very helpful for those who are starting to work with deities, or that want to have another perspective about some deities or some allies. And what I really love about this deck, and I have created it with Anastasia, the artist, and I love her because her paintings are simple, yet they have feelings. There is some Romanesque, I would say, even this impression of Romanesque in her art. Just trying to zoom here. So there are many beings. There are angels, there are Egyptian deities, there are some Egyptian deities. There are also spirits from the ocean, the spirit of the ocean, spirit of the mountain. There are also the fairies, the giants. There are different realms that were invited into this deck, and people have been telling me that because we have created this deck with borders and without borders, and people have been telling me that there is difference between them, and I felt it also when you use this deck with or without borders. So yeah, I have been using it in a lot of healing sessions for me, for people. It has been helping very much. Its energy is very gentle, depending the deity, of course, you have, but generally it's really gentle. One of my clients were telling me about how it is really accurate for the guidance for everyday's questions. It's just really interesting because everyone will use it for a different purpose. So yes, this deck was really a big help with all what I was living in this summer, change and family change and so on. So I'm really happy that I created it with collaboration with the artists and all the volunteers, because I work with a lot of volunteers that help me correct, translate the text from French to English. And this community is really amazing when it comes to sometimes, collaborating. Sometimes you don't know, how it will go, but yeah, like I'm having this gift or this chance to know and collaborate with people to produce something that makes people feel good. And I'm really grateful for that. So this one is a big one for me for the summer. Another deck I have received and I have been really enjoying. Let me see if I can get it out. Okay, so this is another deck that I have received this summer. I leave them like this so that it can be easy for me to use. It's called Transcended Journey Oracle by Cheryl Yambrach Rose. And if some of you know her, she already made 2 other decks. I invite you to check them on Amazon because they are very vibrant. I really love this type of text, especially for the healing sessions the type of readings I do. Very magical, very vibrational. The paintings, the messages are profound. The intensity, they have this intensity within them. And I really enjoy the work of Cheryl because yes, her work is magical. It's really magical. So so this one is a deck that if I could, I will get 2 because you can do so much with them. And they correspond also, when you are in spirituality, especially now, we this summer we have seen this shift and this separation that occurs, in the spiritual field between people and their visions. And I really don't see it like a separation, but more as a difference of vision. And we don't need to fight each other's for what we believe, like we did for many years, through wars and so on. But we need to find things that correspond to us. We need to affirm what we believe in, what we vibrate with, what makes us feel united, elevated, harmonious. Belonging. And to do it, we are not obliged to fight others to find that position or to reject others or criticize them. there are many roads to union or the oneness, and um, humans, are easy to go through the separation and all its challenges in this road to oneness, because everything leads to oneness for me. If even separation and fighting with others lead to oneness, but we're not obliged to take that road. We can take other roads, a road of compassion, of understanding that differences are richness in this world. That even if we don't agree with others, we can merge with their beliefs to understand them. Yeah, it's very interesting how to be affirmed in what we believe and choosing peace over war. And Gandhi is a very interesting example in that regard, because he could get his dream, but he didn't fight. So I think that that's an example to have and to study in our schools and universities, to understand that there are other ways to get peace or to get a common ground where we can live without being in war with each other. So I don't know why I'm talking about that with this deck. Anyway, it's a very beautiful deck. Let me share with you other decks that I have been using this summer. Oh yes, this one. Okay, I need to organize things. Okay. Oh. So another deck I am in love with. I am using it and trying still to learn more about it. And it's the Forager's Daughter Tarot, which is one of the our boutique decks. You can find it in our website. Beautiful deck. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Every time I play with it or I share this with my friends, I'm not doing reading with it yet. I feel like I want to learn more about it. But every time I, share spreads with my friends, we are really astonished by its, precise answers, but also the mixed you can find within it between the plant realm, the insect or animal realm, and also stones sometimes that you find in some cards. So it's a very, very nice deck. I feel like it can be very abrupt, very brut in French. It's like very harsh in some answers, but at the same time, it wraps it very well. The animals are very cute in this deck. I mean, the way they are depicted, I find it very cute. So anyway, I love this deck. That's why it's in our shop. But please have a look at it because it's yes, I feel like it really deserves more attention and more work. And it would be really lovely to use it for autumn or winter season. I mean, when I see it, I feel clarity of the mind. Look at this Six of Swords, which is really beautiful. Leaving the old, and all the swords like leading or showing the way where we need to head to. And you can use what you find in the cards as elements of the reading, or to enhance or to give more insights, or very beautiful, and that subtle way of showing things. So you have many elements in the card that you can use. Whether you know tarot or not, I'm sure that you will find a way to interpret the cards. This is very beautiful. I mean, in the judgment, when we see these two birds, for me, there is that not split, but the mirror. And in that regard, maybe judgment in this card would refer to me to enter another realm or another dimension, but also mirroring judgment. We were talking about judgment and living together and how we can project our own fears in the others and our own limitation, our own shadow, we project it to others. You know, the crystal maybe can help to get clarity in something that it needs to be precise and um, um, decided. So you can use these elements whether it's related to tarot or not. I encourage always people to use their cards with their own meanings and to there is no intermediate. Of course, tarot is rich and it's a book of life, as we say. And yes, it's really interesting to study it. But at the same time, don't wait till you get all the knowledge to use the cards. They are yours, you know. Use them, play with them. Don't put any limitation. Don't make your shadow. Don't let your shadow be a limitation. You know, oh, I can do it. Oh, I'm not trusting enough. Oh, maybe the meaning should be this. Oh, maybe the meaning should be that. Really, tarot invite us to be open-minded. I mean, just study about the origin of tarot, coming from maybe China, maybe from the Arabic world, and then going to Italy, then France, then UK, then so it's a journey. Playing with tarot is a journey, and it's an open journey, inside and outside. So don't be closed-minded with tarot, but instead be open-minded and let any deck and every deck teach you uh, personally. Use your own symbols of your own life to get to know it. Okay, next deck. I'm gonna pause here. Already 20 minutes, maybe another video. So see you soon.